Meantime, this Fox News alert, more fallout from the nationwide protests now on Capitol Hill. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi ordering the removal from the Capitol building of 4 portraits of her predecessors who served in the Confederacy. The Speaker saying they do not belong there anymore.
Where there's no room in the hallowed halls of this democracy, this temple of democracy, to memorialize people who embody violent bigotry and grotesque racism of the Confederacy. You have to see the remarks that they had made, how oblivious they were to what our founders had in mind in our country.
Our congressional correspondent, Chad Pergram, has more details. Chad, good morning.
Good morning, Ed. Well, Pelosi wants to remove 11 statues around the Capitol. These are homages to Confederate figures. She cannot do that unilaterally, but she opted to remove the portrait. She can do that. 4 speakers of the House associated with the Confederacy. Listen to the House Speaker from yesterday.
About this until we were taking inventory of the statues, and the curator told us that there were 4 paintings of speakers in the Capitol of the United States, 4 speakers who had served in the Confederacy.
Pelosi wanted the portraits removed before Juneteenth. Today, Pelosi said that Robert Hunter, who was Speaker from 1839 to 1841, served in the Confederate Congress, the Confederate Senate, and was Confederate Secretary of State. The other portraits are of Hal Cobb, James Orr, and Charles Crisp. Democratic New Jersey Senator Cory Booker tried to push the Senate yesterday to remove Confederate statues in the Capitol. Senate Rules Committee Chairman Roy Blunt says it's up to the states to decide which statues they send to Capitol Hill.
The Congress has been very prescriptive in how this happened. The state would have to pass legislation. The governor would have to sign it to put a statue in the building. The Congress would only determine if the statue met the requirements that the other statues had been held to.
And here's an interesting footnote. Pelosi's father, Thomas D'Alessandro Jr., he was the mayor of Baltimore, and he oversaw the dedication of statues of Robert E. Lee and Stonewall Jackson in Baltimore in 1948. In fact, during the speech dedicating those statues, he said, quote, "The nation should be inspired by them." And those statues were removed in 2017. Now, something else, Cory Booker talking to Roy Blunt yesterday, they indicated that they're going to continue to have this conversation about statues at the Capitol, and there could even be a hearing about this in the near future. Ed?
All right, Chad Pergram, thanks for staying on top of that. Sandra?